Question.
Advance is lying to you.
Friends and neighbours, and have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
But now you start to see, yes, the people never happy.
That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Hey folks, Otto Mattak here for Automatic Games. Hoping the stream finds you well. A little earlier than possible, or than usual rather. So I should caution you that, anything that could happen here by day, the daily calamities of background noise, or whatever might arise, I dare say we might have to pause at some point. But all of that trepidation aside, as I said, I hope the stream's finding you well. I'm doing well. Getting back into Not for Broadcast. We'll do the second episode here, and then tomorrow or later tonight, whatever, I will go ahead and post the, the broadcast result of that. All right, with no further ado, let's pick up where we left off. It was day one. But of course, that is about to change. You arrive home to find a post on the map, most being nothing more than usual junk mail. One letter, however, catches your eye. The team wants to know you. Certainly the team's going to be like Advance, Julia Salisbury and Peter something. Alright, curiosity's got the better of me, and I'll go ahead and open it. It's a form from the new Advance government asking for information on all citizens. The first page is already filled in. Name, Alex Winston. Spouse is Samantha Winston. Children are Charles, 14, and Susie, 19. Now, at least they got the basics right. The rest of the questions are left for you to complete. They appear to be mandatory. Question 1. Upon starting a new job, you would A. Be friendly and introduce yourself to your new coworkers. B. Be productive and get to work immediately. C. Ease yourself in and orientate yourself with your new workplace. Or D. Reminisce with friends about old jobs. Let's tell them that we'll be productive and get to work immediately. Tell them what they want to hear. Question 2. A colleague in a different department has confided in you that they've been taking home confidential information. Uh-oh. Now, a file of minor importance has gone missing. You would A. Help your colleague cover up their violation. B. Recommend that your colleague reports it. C. Promise your colleague that you won't tell anyone. D. Report the violation to your supervisor immediately. Well, of course, government, I would report the violation to my supervisor immediately. Question 3. An entire department was fired today for consistent underperformance. Your boss has put in place new targets that are significantly higher than the previous ones. You would A. Leave work on time. B. Stay late to ensure you hit the first deadline. C. Leave work early and head home to the pub to chat about the charges with colleagues. D. Leave work early and head home to see your family. Well, of course, we'd stay late to ensure that we hit that first deadline. Question 4. It's the annual company barbecue, and you and your family have been invited. You, A, are looking forward to enjoying a nice day out with friends and family. B, are washing your hair that day. C, go if you're free, but wouldn't mind missing it. And D, have been practicing with your coworkers and think that you'll win the talent contest this year. Wow, that's going to be a D right there. Question 5. How many questions are on this damn thing? You've had a long, successful career, and you're about to retire. In your speech, you A, list your achievements and all the good memories you have working there. B, give an honest review of the pros and cons of the company. C, focus on issues and challenges you faced while working there. Or D, refuse to attend. Let's throw them a curveball and refuse to attend. Question 6. In your spare time, you A, like to relax alone, doing things like listening to music or making models. B, attend political rallies and stand up for what you believe in. C, encourage and support your children with their hobbies. Or D, play in your local sports team. Let's go to those political rallies for the presiding government, of course. Your ideal holiday getaway would be surrounded by natural beauty, getting away from the strain of the daily grind, exploring somewhere unfamiliar and discovering new experiences and challenges, a structured day out at a theme park bursting with thrills and attractions for you and your family, or a romantic getaway with your partner into a tropical island paradise. Yeah, the last one, the romantic getaway, tropical paradise. Question 8. It is more important that the government keeps people safe, free, happy, or equal. Okay, so I've already kind of decided what our character is doing here. Is he's going to be a loyalist. He's going to go with the popular decision, and that might be socialism. Well, it might be. It's so far clearly is. So equal would be the proper answer. Alex's true feelings on the matter may not match this. Guess we'll have to explore that in the future. Thank you for your cooperation. Advance knows your time is valuable, and we appreciate your help in leading the nation to a brighter future. Go ahead and sign it. Day 6, a family matter. We are broke as poor, by the by. It's late. Sam and the kids have gone to bed. You're just drying up a favorite coffee cup, a worn-out souvenir from your first trip together. The print's faded, but the goofy face still makes you smile. A knock on the window brings you back to reality. There, in the garden, clutching a gaudy neon green suitcase, is Chris, Sam's sibling. As soon as you let him in, he sits at your kitchen table, visibly stressed. Chris takes a deep breath. I'm so sorry for bursting in so late, Alex. Chris stammers. But I need a favor, and you're the only one I can ask. No problem. What's going on? You must have seen all this crazy advanced stuff. The Assets and Wealth Act, they're calling it. Taking people's hard-earned money to fund the lazy. It's bullshit. I'm not saying the top 1% or whatever don't have stupid money, Chris adds hastily. But they can afford it. People like me, we're going to lose everything. Oh, that's awful, but I'm not sure how I can help. Yeah, you were always the well-off one in the family. They're going to take everything, Alex. Everything I've spent my life building. I can't let that happen. I need a favor. Chris's eyes find the floor tiles. I need to borrow your passport. Why do I get the feeling I'm not gonna like this? They've taken mine and half the bloody countries, but people always say you look so similar. Chris is pacing now. I need to leave before it's too late. Once I'm out, me and my money will be safe. But I need to go now before they freeze my assets. Please, Alex. I wanted to ask if I had another choice. Surely there's another way. It can't be that serious. Chris's mouth falls open. You're joking, right? I've always done right by you and Sam. I treated your children like they were my own. We're family. Does that mean nothing to you? It's against the law. I can't help you with this. I mean, it is, and it's my passport. What if I gotta flee? Fine, I'll solve this myself, Chris spits. So much for family loyalty, eh? Grabbing the neon fluorescent suitcase, Chris disappears into the night. You go back to the dishes, picking up Sam's cup again. The peeling face now seems to bore into you. I mean, damn. But we are kissing up to the government. That achievement just said, you suck. No, it didn't, but that does kind of suck. Oh yeah. We gotta listen to David again, I guess. What?
Let's get set up and get on with it, eh? So I can get back to my guests.
Okay.
Let's get the power on.
Yeah.
You need to get at least the bottom 4 plugs on.
Well, okay, so then turn power off. Get these plugs on, is that right?
And the trip switch, mate, otherwise nothing's gonna work.
I'm
Right, let's load up the
working on it.
adverts.
Adverts.
You might want to have a bit of a think about it. Your decisions have consequences, don't they?
Should we play? Is this toy safe? Well, I gotta see what it is. Yeah, it'll be the first one we play. Mr. Snugglehugs. What else do we have? Crazy Meal again, I remember that. Alan James I saw last time, but we didn't play it. Advanced Go-Getters. Okay. Let's find out about the Go-Getters. Justy Couchon? Yeah. And then do I play Mr. Snugglehugs? Yeah, I do. No. Can I stop? I'm having second thoughts.
System up and working again, and the vision mixer's already in headline mode because headlines always come at the start. It's really simple, mate. These 2 buttons at the bottom of the vision mixer, you can see they now have A and B on them, and they're to help you pick image A on the left bottom screen here, or image B on the right bottom screen here. It's really simple.
Well, I didn't hear you.
Count down the number of seconds you have to make your decision. Now, you're in auto headline mode, so if you don't bother to pick a photo before that clock runs out, the machine's just going to pick one at random for you. I just want to say one more thing, mate. The pictures you choose to show of these people, well, that's how the public is going to perceive them, and that's going to affect their lives. So, like with the adverts, choose carefully.
I don't know what he just said.
Mate, if I get time, I'll call you back in the next break. Yeah, I'm coming, darling.
Snugglehugs?
That's the bastard.
Yeah, I wouldn't get one of those.
Is
My
it
friend
too
Daniel
early to
says
put
gets really hot.
camera 1 on? That's what I wondered.
Secret language.
Yeah, the one that mistrusts the moon. 10 seconds.
I don't think it is.
Not the best source of consumer advice then.
Don't blame me when it explodes. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Time to go over to Jeremy Donaldson for tonight's
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Dawson. Our main headlines tonight. Destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week in office, we ask exactly who's leading this charge. Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future might hold with a leading economist and radical free thinker. With the country's
they look grim. That was the wrong one.
Unfavorable rumblings already heard
This
from
is
overseas.
called-
Oh,
I'll be
okay,
asking
bud.
my guess whether Advance can deliver on even a fraction of their manifesto promises. Out with the old, Remington's Fist have appointed Sophia Remington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives
I
you a
see
sense
what
of
they
this
want me to do
influential
now.
young firebrand who, at the tender age of 23, becomes the youngest female CEO in history. Sophia Remington has always impressed. She was top of her class at university.
And you see
and
it's Bring Your Son to
graduated with
Work
the
Day.
highest honors, immediately being asked
Here
back
at the,
to Mac. The market
Channel
has
1
responded
studio.
favourably to Sophia's appointment, with stocks rising 30 points in light of the announcement. In her first press conference this afternoon, Sophia announced a children's toy named Mr. Snugglehugs. Sophia promises it'll be all the rage this Christmas, but concerns have been raised about the product's safety. Making a splash. Intrepid scientist Dr. David Ward
And we didn't
and
play it.
marine
We still
biologist
could.
Swarsborg and Horgensford have today set off to explore Dante's taint. The recently discovered cave system was previously thought unreachable, but thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flower technology, the pair hope to successfully reach the imposing central cavern and the undiscovered plant species it contains. This is, of course, only the latest in a series of successful expeditions for this unlikely pairing. In a joint statement about the dangers their team might face, the pair stated, "We will face the plentiful challenges together like we always have." Playing the field, rumours abound as sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves is snapped leaving Bush, one of the capital's hottest clubs. The
What's that
footballer
for
was
them?
caught while out celebrating being named Sports Personality of the Year last week, as reported by this very programme. And judging from the angle and velocity of that spray, it looks like Johnny may have been celebrating a little bit too much. I certainly wouldn't want to be his dry cleaner. And grievous bodily charm. With Advance promising a radical new position on crime, how afraid should we actually be? I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen
Oh, I
the
should've-
justice system from
Man, I'm not helping Advance at all, am
more and
I?
more powers passing to the police, and less oversight. Are we using an advanced-shaped sledgehammer to crack a nut? All that, a mega move for a group of young actors who are already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Got a little interference. Yeah, I haven't been doing good by, like, kissing the government's butt. But, you know, they'll probably blame the anchor. Billy. Sorry about all that noise. My
Government's
son's
swift
decided.
enactment of the Assets and Wealth Act, we're talking about Advance's first week in office and what the new future holds. Joining me
look
are
what I
Katie
did.
Brightman, a leading economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislation they promised. But what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
Nothing, Jeremy. We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
A confident dismissal there. Katie Brightman, do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no. I think that Advance have realised that the current economic system of unlimited, unending growth is untenable, so they're changing things up.
There I agree with you. They're moving to the next steps in the grand plan.
Grand plan, Alan.
It's all in my book. Alan James is right, Jeremy. We're to become the great herd, ignorant, sterile, and short-lived. That's what they want.
Or perhaps Advance have just realised that if we carry on the way we are, we will destroy ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of consumption, if you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book. Alan James is...
Shamelessly self-promoting? Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully. Advance are the most disruptive threat that the world powers have faced since the last Great War.
Yes, Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't
And
what
this will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking high-tech weapons that can level entire cities. We're talking...
Out of the wrong orifices?
Mock me all you like, Jeremy, but when they murder your parents and they poison your food and they take you away to their camps for hypno-brainwashing, we'll be laughing then.
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen in a democracy.
Democracy is dead.
Yes, advance are radical, and change is always frightening, but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90% of the population wealthier and is on target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
Bollocks! What this young lady doesn't understand, Jeremy, is that these are the same people.
What did I do?
Maybe they've rebranded, but it's all a little circus act to keep us from seeing the tyrant behind the curtain.
That's where you're wrong, Alan. For a start, they've mobilised the youth vote like we've never seen before.
You say mobilise, I call it grooming. The grooming of an entire generation to walk happily into eternal bondage. They're like psychic paedophiles.
But based on the facts, Katie, what are your predictions?
The Assets and Wealth Act is only the first step. Advance now have a historic budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public services, they're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research in the arts.
Or, as I call them in my book, Frankenscience and opiates. Like opiates, see?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Alan?
This is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals, they're pumping it full of belief juice.
Don't get me wrong, I want to see these changes.
He's
but
getting my
they're
son
sustainable.
worked up.
If Advance lose their power after spending half of our GDP on dismantling infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time. Quickly, Alan, what does the future look like to you?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
No, of course. Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating law and order before Megan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up tonight on the National Nightly News.
1 minute back.
You know, I think it might do some good.
I hope so too, Jeremy.
How much you being
Okay.
paid by them, then?
Hey, Grayson.
Shut the fuck up,
Today's
Alan. I've
episode,
never
we
heard so
discover
much shit in my
that
life.
producer is just a
We'll see
call-in
who's
job
gonna
and
shoot, won't we?
janitors actually run the
I can
world.
explain it
This
to
is
you,
the
but
truth.
unfortunately, I can't
Brought
understand
to you
it for
as only the fancy lad can. Let's watch.
Well, I don't know what she meant by that.
And Caspa, how you doing, man? And I think this all started out with you filling out an application for a janitorial position, right?
How's it going? Actually, fuck it, I don't care. I hate the fucking news. Oh, bloody hell, I love this tune, though. All right, mate, see you later. Bye.
I'm just saying I do what I can, that's all.
What did he say?
You know she is.
Yeah,
That's what I
screw
mean,
it.
that's all I can do.
We're winging it, darn it.
Little Jakey's going to the big bird caught you with water.
If that sticks, I'll destroy you.
4, 3.
Welcome back. In our second segment, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law and order in our country. Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social
What is
problem
that
to the
noise?
top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their lives.
Oh,
First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up on the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
What's it like on the front line of the hard face of the cold hand of justice?
Well, as you can imagine,
Fake it till you make it.
we are massively understaffed
Right?
in this country. We're working every hour we can just to try and cope with the caseloads on our desk.
Which
You
must
know,
affect
it's
the quality
blah,
of
blah,
support you
blah.
can offer.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy. There just simply isn't enough being done at a systemic level to relieve the problem. We need
What?
more support from ministers. We need change at a structural level,
I'm
Jeremy.
leaving, Greg.
Not a good time, darling.
It never is it? I'll be at my mother's.
Just hang on. No, the problem isn't a local one, Jeremy. It's nationwide. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No.
I want to take the camera off of him, but I'm
affairs
too busy
of
dealing with the
Justice
static. But
Department that we should be concerned about.
clearly something's going on with him and his spouse here.
We need legislation to relieve the pressure on our public
Sorry
servants.
to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving him?
Yes, I totally understand. Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there. Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us. Constable Bob Peel, a man with a very different perspective on our nation's crime. Do you think there's a problem with the system, Bob?
I'm sure we all do, Jeremy. I am sure we all long for a return to the days when you could safely walk the streets of your community at night, looking in through windows and generally enjoying...
It's the censor button. Like over here on the right. Is that... Because that's what I think I was missing. It deals with the...
Well, that's not a simple question, Jeremy.
Oh, it is a censor button. Well, shit. Shoot, I should say. Since we're talking about censoring in my son's room.
Also, as the vicar noted in Sunday's sermon, we probably shouldn't have banned hanging.
And to what do you attribute this moral decay?
Foreigners, gays and gypsies mainly. It's all in the Bible. Look, Leviticus clearly states that... Oh, bugger, hang on a moment. Jeremy, Gibbs escaped. Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear? As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants who are responsible for the moral decay?
Absolutely, Jeremy. Back in your box, Clive.
It's like I don't want to focus on his gimp.
Oh, sorry, darling. I was spaying the badgers.
Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson. Clive, could you put him back in the box?
Oh, Clive, you know it's Wednesday. You go back in your gimp space.
And whose responsibility is it to make a change, Bob?
Well, it is certainly not the responsibility of the decent, good, white people
Darling,
of this...
where's the padlock?
Oh, hold on just a moment.
Oh my.
This simply won't do. Naughty, naughty, naughty boy. Mummy said...
Clive, I am not having this again.
Mummy said get back in your gimp space. No! Naughty! You beast, Clive!
As I was saying, Jeremy, moral decay. Crime is the responsibility of the criminal. No one else. Look, everyone has a sob story.
Daddy's trying to deal with some really bizarre stuff right now.
Look, when our daughter Alice comes home...
Let's put the camera on Jeremy.
Does she go on a killing spree? No, she takes 3 of her pills and hides under the stairs like a normal child.
Thank you, Bob. Bob Peel there, really locking down the police's position on morality for us. And finally tonight, hopefully uninterrupted, it's time to get to the heart of the matter. Tony Dawson has recently been released from prison after serving 3 years for aggravated assault, burglary and menacing a swat. He's agreed to talk to us today, which is also, I believe, his birthday. Many happy returns, Tony.
Cheers, Jez. Call me Titwank Tony. Everybody else does.
No,
I'm sorry.
Did
he say Titwank
Tell us
Tony?
what it's like in prison, Tony.
Oops.
Prison's a mixed bag. Structure's quite nice, but...
Oh, okay, how you doing, man? What in the holy derailed Ohio train of death is this? This is not for broadcast.
You're not alone there, Tony.
Appropriate, isn't it?
Yeah, sorry, my friends are throwing me a surprise party. Good bunch of lads.
Okay, well, we're trying to let you get back to that party as soon as
He
possible.
doesn't have any friends there, come
Let me
on.
ask you this. Do you feel that your time spent in prison helped to rehabilitate you in any way, Tony?
Titwank Tony! I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez.
Sopen!
I think asking that is an oversimplification.
It sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody, have you been able to find a new job?
Yeah, all the boys are here. Big Chris, little Chris.
Oh, he does have friends there. What?
This one's, yeah?
One sec, love. Titwank Tony's on the news. Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. Just not set up for it, you know? It's inherently unjust.
Open!
So, do you feel tempted to... I'm sorry, who's this guy?
You are joking. Chrissy Free Bollocks has only got Mr. Fancy, oh.
He's got a barbershop quartet? Oh, yeah. Oh, there's cursing. Yes.
It seems like we've caught you at a bad time.
The little boy.
Oh, I can't really hear you, mate. It's getting a bit busy here.
Jesus!
Yes, we seem to be losing the signal here, Tony.
Fucking way, let's believe that!
Well,
That was the only
that signal
censor.
back. I think we...
I got out.
Tony, I mean, we're literally away for 2 seconds. How has this happened, Tony? Can you hear me? Well, we seem to have lost our train of thought.
Oh, yeah.
A broader understanding of the serious and complex issues around law and order. After the break, Megan will be live with some plucky young thespians. Don't go away. We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back, everybody.
Mate, I ain't got long and I'm quite drunk. It's been a great night.
Man.
In this next section, there's a bit of music. If you edit in time with the music, you can see the result on the Vision Mixer, and the public will love that. Don't worry if you don't, though. You won't get punished or nothing. Just try and stay in the groove.
That is the alert when Megan and Harry have gone on the worldwide podcast to complain about their privacy. Zool. How did I miss Zool? Oh. Why did I think Zool was Grayson?
I'm sure he's on his way. Come on, it's welcome back.
Sorry about that. Or wait, no.
10 seconds, everybody.
Where is Zool? How am I missing Zool?
We're going to open on Megan. Camera 2. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Whoops.
Welcome's Black. I'm Megan Wolf, and on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Scritchford Sixth Form College who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey, Friendship, on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you're two sisters, is that right?
Yes, Charlotte's my oldest.
I'm the older, more popular one. Only joking.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
So, Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do something.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts. Fortunately, I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Oh, right, yes, but you're the maths teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher.
Maths is really important.
Oh, thanks, Steve.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
As is theatre. It's one of the oldest art forms in history, Aristotle.
I just think that when we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids. And that's a very beautiful and powerful thing.
That was unnecessary censoring. I just had to do
And
it.
they touch us right back.
I suppose with a surname like Algebra, there was really only one choice of career for me. My wife, Angela, and I, we often laugh about it.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
We just want to bring a bit of song and joy into people's lives.
And teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are what really
Oh yeah, that sounds
And
good.
I think you're going to be showing us an extract from this play, aren't you?
That's right. To put into context, I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, yeah, because in a way she's like all of us.
It's like a metaphor. Maybe she's you at home, or like, maybe she's you, Megan.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Put it in, coach.
Yes, thanks, Steve.
Right, well, I'm going to have a little chat with your teacher while you run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it.
Oh my.
That's it, that way. So, Jeff, when did you first hear about the grant?
2 days ago, a letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now, the headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it from his bin and brought it to me.
How? How did you react?
I also threw it in the bin. But then Harriet and Trey rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Do you know what?
Yeah, no
It's funny,
doubt.
Because Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very political. I'm a mathematician, of course, and she's a paraplegic mainly. But we did used to watch that Peter.
So like me, he
DIY
did the
show
math.
back in the
The
day.
socialists
And
are
so
taking
we thought,
over.
Why not? Let's have a go with this old democracy thing.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
And here we bally well are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant.
So, let's have a look at a short section of Hey, Friendship.
I let him get away with saying that. Damn.
Dear Diary, I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another
What
day
is
of
this?
tears. Tears. Another day of fears. But still I walk the corridors alone. Dreading what might be around every corner.
What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner?
This is genius.
Hi, Gary.
Oh, heavens, no! It's Gary the Fist!
Gary the Fist! Going somewhere, little first year?
Great. I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning, but
how
will
do
this
I-
make me feel better about my violent father? Violent father.
What?
Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. And so important.
Maths is for losers.
What?
Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck, coach.
Keep going, for fuck's sake.
Right, maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch
Censor
money.
off.
Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating?
Not today, Gary the Fist.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? My arm's free, coach.
Brilliant, keep going.
Right, who are you to stand up to me? I'm Gary the Fist, and you're just a sad little girl with 2 gay dads who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. These are my 2 new friends. Vanessa is captain of the netball team. Yeah. And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah.
But I can't fight all 3 of you, and I don't have any friends of my own.
Oh. Oh.
Take a look at me.
Oh my.
Take a little look at my face. I could be you. She could be you. And you could be me.
Or you could be me.
Life can be peachy keen.
Like, when do...
If you work as a team.
I'm so lost.
It's my choice to remain. So stop now, make a different choice.
What have we taken? In the studio here, I'll take mine off.
I won't take no crap. Who said middle class girls can't rap? I
What?
ain't afraid of your cruel lads. I'm a mother loving rebel, but I still love maths.
Hey, kids, I'm Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist.
What?
But that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist. I grew up on a council estate. The park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk and late, and he'd hit my mum, and for dinner he had to wait. Where's my dinner? Where's my dinner?
I can't.
Don't make me ask you again.
Hitting women is wrong.
I
Okay.
guess life's pretty hard on a council estate.
I mean, it's true.
Hard on a council estate. Life's pretty 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 hard on a council estate. It's so damn hard on a council estate.
Life can be peachy keen.
Yeah.
If you work as a team.
I had to show Jeremy there. Just for a second. I think I'm gonna start including him in the rotation here.
So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Friendship!
Yes! Well, thankfully that's all we have time for tonight on the National Nightly News. Join us tomorrow night for all the headlines from across the country. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
And we're out.
Oh, that was brilliant! What the literal fuck was that?
I believe.
Wow.
I believe I've got a 14-inch cock.
Um.
Make it so.
I have a similar belief about an adequate paycheck.
Oh, someone please get these twats out of my studio.
Thought Grayson was ill too. I just right. It says my icon actually has my name on it. It's not enough. This is psychotic, yeah. This is getting dark. Can't imagine why Housewives gets better ratings than British telly. Hey, Flying Unicycle, you couldn't get Walter Cronkite for this gig, Otto. No. Imagine the director. Okay, here's your motivation. Oh, man. That was bizarre. You know, I'll get it uploaded as its own broadcast without the commentary, so you can actually see the show with the editing that was done to it. Obviously, I did terrible. Last time it was all A's here. Now we're getting B's, E's, and C's. Overall, we got a C. I decided that we're gonna throw our lot in with the government because 81% voted for them. And though that was probably rigged and they're absolute socialists, my dude's broke-ass support. I mean, if I was wealthy, I'd be against it. Personally, I'm against it, but for the sake of the story, Alex wants to support Advance. But man, I did not do a good job of it. I chose like the worst picture of the prime ministers, and then I showed the police looking like it was a military police state. Oh boy. I don't know what an E is. I have no idea now that you mention it, but it's red. And so that, I would imagine green is good, right? This is funny. It is. I was kind of losing it. Again, it was one of those deals where I could only catch so much of what they were saying because just kind of overload. But that's why that is why I'll upload the broadcast from at least what the viewer would see. And like today, just before this, I uploaded last night's stream, episode 1 of this, and for the first time, I was able to grasp kind of what was going on. I did not grasp it last night. We have received our full wages. We're still BAP. And then there's a stock market, which we're not involved in. Advance is looking worse, which is probably because of the pictures I chose. That's no good. Because I want them to pamper me. I want them to steal from the rich and give to me. I guess. Oh, man. We are going to watch a couple of the Russians, I think. See if we missed anything, anyhow.
Prawn and mayonnaise? You know, seafood makes me go out and pasta.
Oh no, that's from... Oh yeah, okay, we want to watch that one.
No, for my sister's kid, Mr. Fuckletugs or something.
Snuggle Hugs?
That's the bastard.
Yeah, I wouldn't get
Yeah, we didn't play the Snuggle Hugs commercial.
Is this Janet who thinks dogs have their own secret language?
Yeah, the one that mistrusts the moon.
10 seconds, everybody.
Not the best source of consumer advice, then.
Don't blame me when it explodes. Going in 5, 4, 3.
So Mr. Snuggle Hugs can explode? And that's hurting children? So, yeah, or it could. And so I guess that's good we didn't play that commercial and promote it. Oh, that's all that is. That's all the pre-roll was. Alan James interview. Wasn't there... Was Alan James and a chick? What was her name?
A mega move with a group of young actors already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be talking and...
Oh, Alan James, no doubt you've read my stuff.
I try not to, if I'm honest.
Behave.
You're not the boss of
I
me.
literally am. 10 seconds, everybody. We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2.
In the wake of the government's swift and
I guess there'll be a post-interview part, you know. At least I think I'm getting the structure of this now, right? But it keeps the tail end and the ass end on there.
A bleak space where we've all been figurative.
I'll be investigating law and order before Megan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up tonight on the National Nightly News.
1 minute back.
You know, I think they might do some good.
I hope so too, Jeremy.
How much are you being paid by them then?
Shut the fuck up, Alan. I've never heard
So
much
he's
shit
kind
in
of
my
a shock.
life.
Well, we'll see who's full of shit, won't we?
Alan, I can explain it to you, but unfortunately I can't understand it for you.
Well, I don't know what she meant by that.
Okay, so he's kind of, he's the counterculture here, which in this case is capitalism, but he's also kind of a shock guy, it appears, you know, along the Alex Jones vein. So, you know, if she's all about advance on the socialist front, and he's representing the capitalist resistance, I think the capitalists are in for a hard time. But we'll see. I don't know. All I know is it's gonna get bad in terms of advance in the government. Law and order. Yeah, what was up with that?
Bullshit, you will. She's good. You know she is.
I've said a bit of word in, that's all I can do.
10 seconds, everybody. Little Jakey scared of the big bad culture with water.
If that sticks, I'll just
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. In our
I don't think there's anything that we really missed on this. Yeah, no, this one, other than the idea that Jeremy might have a reaction after all is said and done, we were watching all of this. Although I must admit, I cut away from this stuff a lot to put it back on Jeremy, even though he wasn't doing anything. I just thought that was the right thing to do, because, I mean, that couple had a gimp in the background, you know? So I just figured, just show the news guy.
Yes, Tony? Tony, I've been listening for 2 seconds. How does this happen, Tony? Can you hear me? Well, we seem to have lost our train of thought there a little. Hopefully you, the viewer at home, have managed to glean a broader understanding of the serious and complex issues around law and order. After the break, Megan will be live with some plucky young thespians.
Was she calling the anchor pet names?
We'll be back after these messages.
I think she was. Maybe
1 minute
with
back,
the gimp in the
everybody.
background.
That went well.
Piss off.
Smooth, incisive journalism.
I can have you fired.
You'd miss my charm.
Oh, they have a rapport. Those two. So there's a little flirtation going on, I think. Let's see. And then Hey Friendship that was the musical number, rap, dance. What would you call that? Interpretive dance?
Dressing room, probably banging his head against the wall.
Look, it's alright, I've got this.
I'm sure he's on his way.
Come on, it's welcome back. How hard can it be?
This is on you.
10 seconds, everybody. We're going to open on Megan. Camera 2. Going in 5.
Oh shit!
4,
She was telling me that,
3.
and I didn't get it at the time.
Welcome's Black, I'm Megan Wolfe, and on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Scritchford Sixth Form College, who today received a grant from...
Alright, a little competition between those two, I guess. Certainly nothing in here that we missed. I don't think. It's so bizarre. But afterwards, after they cut away, there might be some banter post-show. This was too much, I tell you. I mean...
If you work as a team, it's
so bad. And so what I gleaned from this, I think I understood that the government supported this, and they want them going out there. Like, so they're supporting the arts. Hell with it.
The headlines from across the country.
You support the arts.
My name's Jeremy Donaldson.
Make it all better.
Have a peaceful night.
And we're out.
Oh, that was brilliant!
What the literal fuck was that?
I believe that was art.
I believe I've got a 14-inch cock, but it doesn't make it so.
I have a similar belief about an adequate paycheck.
friendship!
Oh, someone please get these twats out of my studio.
Yeah, I'm with the anchor there. Anyhow, I think that will do it for tonight. Unreal. You know, I guess there is something else that I could take a look at. There's commercials we did not run. And while I won't go back to episode 1, because I mean, that's always good for like replays or whatever, but I want to see the Mr. Snugglehugs commercial that we did not air. So here, before your consideration, an advertisement for the Mr. Snugglehugs toy.
Kids, you love them, we
It's
love
kind
them,
of ugly.
and they just love Mr. Snugglehugs. Yeah! With his state-of-the-art human-like voice to keep them company when you can't. If you keep me happy, I'll keep you safe. And his incredible real-action eyes. I hope your mommy and daddy don't die in a fire. That would be bad. It's no wonder Mr. Snugglehugs is the gift your child wants this Christmas.
All the other kids have got one.
That's right, little one. You don't want to be left out. I only like people who miss their friend. Oh, Mr.
Oh my gosh.
You're so silly.
Did he say, I hope your dad doesn't die in a fire?
Mr. Snugglehugs in stores now and selling out fast.
Yeah, alright. Somehow I'm glad that we missed it. And the other one that we didn't play, I believe would be Crazy Neil's Christmas. Mr. Snugglehugs is what you give to a kid to give them nightmares. And he was like, I only like people that friend me. Like, so like, I wonder, since just simply by not advertising Mr. Snugglehugs, does that not become a problem then? Like, did we avert? Did we save kids from that? What am I watching? Oh, the
Crazy
other.
Neil's Festive Yuletide Ornament Spectacular! So you've got the best Christmas tree that your money can buy, and you want to put on it some crazy-ass Christmas ornaments. We want to give you a spectacular Christmas cactus. You know what it's like? You've run out of things to dress up, and you want your house to look like a Christmas bomb has hit it, then we've got the ornaments for you. You want something like vases, or vases, or another cactus to go with your first cactus, or this, a crazy Christmas frog, or toad, woodpeckers, a cool pineapple, a duck. Christmas elephant. We've got all the seasonal animals. Crazy deals, crazy deals. This is a clear out of the storage locker that second Mrs. Neal abandoned, like she abandoned her children. It's a rainbow of crazy fun. Don't be a prick and get yourself quick. Grab yourself a crazy deal with Neal Appeal.
Alright. Alright, I think that'll do it for us. Let's go back. Yeah, and we go to save and quit. And yeah. Alright, so the next thing up on the channel, we'll unless I stream something tonight. The telethon. Oh, okay. Anyhow, yeah, the next thing up will be the broadcast version of that. Anyhow, thanks guys. I appreciate you. Decaf, decaf. Let's skip the cocaine next time. Alrighty. Grayson, Casper, Hawk,
and have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
Flying Unicycle, and anybody that may have lurked or may see this in the future. I appreciate your time and interest. If you like this kind of thing, like this kind of thing, if you subscribe to this kind of thing, certainly do that. As always, Automatic for Automatic Games. Do your best, everyone. Do your best. Good night.
We're just in prettier cages.
I'm gonna try to do my best.